Forza had 22 million players last year. So 2017, 22 million players played in Forza.
Forza's niche, huh? Rip. There is no way around it. Forza Horizon 4 is looking like quite the compelling piece of software. Not only is it doing new things, but it is offering new options to gamers, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. So phenomenal that I've seen a lot of guys on the PlayStation side of things asking for a game like this. They want something like Forza Horizon 4 on their platform, and I do not blame them. So that inspired me to do a video on the top reasons Sony fans wish they could have Forza Horizon 4 on the PlayStation platform. Now maybe some of you guys will agree, maybe some of you will disagree, let me know down below, and of course we have those that have that option to buy the game on PC. But keep in mind, not everybody has that option, most people do not have that option. We are talking about console gamers primarily. So let's get into it. Let's start with one of the most obvious examples as to why this game has garnered so much attention. The visuals are off the charts, and if you are an Xbox One X owner, you can play the game in native 4K or 60 frames per second. As you can tell, the increased frame rate option brings the game to life. The game just sparkles at double the frame rate, and that option is great for gamers. Whether you choose 4K or 60 frames, that option is there for you, and that is a rare option in an open world racing game. To put it simply, this is one of the best looking games around, not to mention one of the best looking racing games of all time, and that itself is reason enough to want to give this game a try. And for all of this to be available at native 4K or 60 FPS on the Xbox One X, that is extremely impressive, especially for a console. Another reason that a lot of Sony fans are hyped for Forza Horizon 4 is the pedigree of Playground Games. They are consistently making some of the best, if not the best, racing games there are. This is in large part due to their partnership with Turn 10, the other more simulation-esque motorsport team. These two teams share assets, cars, weather effects, and even physics with one another.
So Porsche has a storied racing tradition, but as does McLaren. So they end up with tons of data, and we've created an engine in Forza Tech that allows us to onboard that data from different vectors and make the simulation better. And that same Forza Tech engine that powers the simulation in Forza Motorsport is the underpinning of Forza Horizon 4 as well. It's a really cool moment. The thing that surprised me the most was talking with engineers at, I guess this would have been McLaren during our first partnership on the P1.
Right.
We were talking about their simulator for their F1 software, and our tire models, they had no idea how we did what we did with tire models. It was something they thought had to be done offline, and we do that real-time deformation in the game. So being able to actually influence their simulator for, at the time, Lewis Hamilton was a cool moment as well.
All of this comes together to ensure that the Horizon series has the best tire modeling and physics of any open world racing game. The physics aren't turned up to 11 like they are in the mainline motorsport series, but they still prove to be the best I've experienced in an open world racing game. And this has proven to be yet another reason that some Sony fans cannot wait to play Forza Horizon 4. Believe it or not, there are many that prefer the way Forza feels over any other racing game. And you have class-leading physics and tire modeling to thank for that. The next thing that Forza Horizon 4 is bringing to the table that you cannot find anywhere else right now is a living open world.
And that means the other drivers you'll meet in the game will be real people with all the variety, spontaneity, and fun that real people bring.
It's true. Up to 72 different players will populate your single-player game, interacting with you along the way. Maybe you're headed to a single-player event while your buddy is drag racing somebody on the road next to you. There are so many possibilities and new ways to meet new friends. Either way, one thing is for sure. This Forza Horizon world feels more alive than any other, and it's looking to be a good time.
One of the great things about this shared world is that it's easy to interact with the people you meet.
To top all of this off is the newly implemented seasons dynamic they've incorporated into Forza Horizon 4. These seasons bring you everything from frigid winter racing all the way to hot summer days and everything in between. And interestingly enough, each season will last 1 week of real life time, and your car will actually handle differently all year round. New seasons also unlock new events such as off-road winter racing and mud running. There are actually a ton of great features in the game, but I've heard Sony fans talk about this one the most, and deservedly so. This feature is unlike anything we've ever seen before in a racing game. And having seasons change in real time right on your screen, while simultaneously doing the same thing for everyone else in your server, is pretty impressive. It is yet another reason Sony fans wish they could play Forza Horizon 4 on their PlayStation 4, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's going to be a great game. So, those are my top 5 reasons Sony fans wish they could play Forza Horizon 4 on their PlayStation 4, and like I said, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. I wanted to be able to play Spider-Man on my Xbox One X, but I was unable to. I wanted to be able to play God of War on my Xbox One X, but I was unable to. So, I had to dust off the old PS4 Pro. It serves as a great example as to why you should probably own all mainline consoles. But, like I said, I'm just an Xbox guy that just happens to be a car nut. So, Forza Horizon 4 is looking really good to me. Let me know what you guys think down below. Are you looking forward to Forza Horizon 4? Or maybe you don't like Forza and you think it's trash. Let me know what you think down below. Of course, if you enjoyed the video or learned something today, hit that like button. It's well appreciated. And of course, if you could, share this video with a buddy or two. It took me several hours to make. I appreciate it. Patrons, check out the Patreon link, doing massive giveaways, including Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Far Cry 5, and more. If you're not a patron and you want to support content like this, check out that link down below. It is appreciated. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm done here. Thanks so much. I'm out.